So as I get older, I realize I'm much more of the old man, stick in the mud, get off my lawn, just afraid of change things, especially when it comes to uniforms. And I didn't really know this about myself until a handful of NFL teams started changing the uniforms this year. Because what was the Bucks? It was the Chargers. It was the Rams. Oh, the Rams are terrible. The Browns are the Patriots, right? So the question keeps popping up: should the Vikings change their uniforms? Well, I actually like that since 1961, the Vikings haven't really done anything too nuts with their uniforms. They haven't really changed their color palette. They haven't really done too many wacky things, and I think that's great. And if the Vikings actually do end up changing the uniforms, if Nike ends up changing the Vikings uniform so they can sell new jerseys, because everyone has to, we have to cop the new one for sure. We have to get that Justin Jefferson in like the bone gradient numbers. By the way, anything gradients on uniforms is just looks stupid. But again, as we've established, I like clean-cut, classic looks. There's a reason why things are classic, right? So, looking at the Vikings uniforms, I mean, this is what they came to the league with. 1961, just the beautifulness. I mean, just beautiful. Dark purple. Dun, 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 dun. Well, that's Raiders. But, see the horns, the gray face mask. Actually, they probably did gray face mask because it costs an extra plug nickel to make them purple. So they're just like, nah. But you see the block font on the lettering. You see the wide stripes on the shoulders. And this is good. This is a good, clean-cut, really nice look. Now, today, everyone's like all around the league is like, we want a modernized look. We want the futuristic look, whatever. I do like the Vikings' current uniforms, right? You like the matte helmet, which is good, forward thinking. You like the darker face mask, which is awesome. The font, I could sort of take or leave. I mean, I get, like, the numbers look like they have horns. So, sure, I get it. I do like the stripes on the side, simple stripes down the side of the pants. So, it's fine. I do like the Vikings' current uniforms. And if they stuck with them for an extended period of time, I'd be fine with that as well. But just tiptoeing through the Vikings' sorted uniform history. All right, so, also the color rush. The Vikings and the Bengals are the only good color rush uniforms. Like these uniforms slap. Like they slap something hard. It's amazing. Love them. But yeah, old school. Starting off with this. And then like the road uniforms. Get out of here with the road uniforms. How sexy is that? Like that should make you go from 6 to midnight. Again with the gray face mask. Also, Alan Page with the old school face mask that like didn't connect all the way around. Just like. I love it. Also, more defensive linemen should have the center bar on their face mask. So you see Jim Marshall, you see Eller, you see Page, and it's great. It's just good. It's just good. Plus, the Vikings road uniforms, the wide stripe down the side of the pants, the arching over the shoulders, plus also the numbers on the side. All right, so those juxtaposed. That might have been different eras, but that's fine. But I mean, these are sexy. These are just a good-looking uniform that you can set your watch to. I absolutely adore these. Then, the Vikings started getting into. Actually, they kept their uniforms pretty much the same. 60s, 70s, 80s, late 80s, early 90s. They started tweaking a little bit. The gray face mask went away. Then went with a little bit darker purple. But you still see a lot of similarities. Again, the wide stripes on the side as well as right below the shoulder. Numbers on the sides, just like a block font, which is great. I mean, these ones are like, if you're gonna go for a uniform that doesn't have the gray face mask, I love these. Like the Randall McDaniel era, late 80s, early 90s Vikings uniforms, pretty damn good. Also, everyone should be required to wear cowboy collars. Just bring that back again. So, center bar face mask, dark visors, and cowboy collars. Yeah, get that, get some, and then. Like the Randy Moss era uniforms, where they're a spin on the old school ones, but also they went with the some yellow lettering on the outside of the numbers, which a little bit frou-frou, it's whatever. They lighten the purple just a touch, where it's almost like a reddish purple at this point, but. Yeah, I like this one mainly because Randy Moss made them look really, really good. So this is like the Randy Dante era. And then the home uniforms. Sorry, like this is before that. So is like the mid '90s, like the Warren Moon Vikings, when the uniforms almost went bluish. You see like the purplish blue juxtaposed to sort of like the reddish purple down the pants. Just very, very slight like tweaks to the Vikings purple colors, which is fine. Again, I think it's mainly just like Randall McDaniel made these uniforms look good. Randall Cunningham too, by the way. Yeah, actually, Randall Cunningham, Randall McDaniel, Ed McDaniel, in terms of like overlapping names, always making these uniforms look good. And then next, it's a late 90s, early aughts. You got into this sort of humdrum. Okay. And also, any excuse to put Ontario Smith on camera is great. The Wizinator. Just like the, more pronounced outline of the numbers. Just like, okay. Again, like the bluish, purplish, whatever. Put the logo on the side. Put the numbers on top of the shoulder pads as opposed to the side. Okay. I mean, they're fine. They're whatever. And then you get into like the late aughts. So, the Brett Favre, Adrian Peterson era. You get the uniforms where this was the Vikings' most dramatic change, right? So you had the overlapping stripe going down the sides. You have the change in the font of the numbers, even a more pronounced yellow outline. Also, didn't get a good picture, but they had the stripe that like swooshed down the side of the pants. Should have gotten a better picture, but I mean, these were futuristic. I mean, this was the biggest departure. I didn't care for these. I just really didn't, and as well as there was something about these uniforms where it doesn't show up on Adrian, but especially the wide receivers, like there was a pronounced gap between the two numbers, like 8 and 5. Greg Camarillo, like there's for some reason. Might have just been the practice uniforms, but there's like a very big gap in between there. But these, I mean, they were fine. You sort of tie them in synonymously with the failures of the 2009 season, so maybe they leave a bad taste in your mouth. But overall, you could do a lot worse, right? But then, also, they did bring back the throwback uniforms. I mean, these ones are sexy. I mean, the dark purple, we got the stripes on the sides again, the gray face mask, the block lettering with no outline. It's just look good. These are just great, right? And then you get into the Teddy Bridgewater era. So they went away from whatever that was back to this, which clean cut, futuristic without being pretentious or overstuffy or being like let's see the lines and blah. And this is when they brought in like the curve font with the font's got the horns, but again, simplistic in the lines. You like the easy stripes on the sides as well as on the side of the pants, and it was fine. This is what the Vikings currently have. The matte helmets. I like these. I do enjoy these uniforms, and the road unis, they're nice. Yeah, they're fine. Right. But then you also get into like the fan art concepts, which is awesome. Yeah, I love the passion behind it. But some of these, man, like there's a reason why no. Like this, like I understand you're trying to go for like the Norse font. Everyone, their mom wants to do like a silver or a chrome or a black matte helmet. And then these were the proposed Color Rush uniforms from back in the day. You guys remember this one? Not so much. Then these, also everyone's trying to turn them into Mankato State out of like homage to Adam Thielen, but no, like these are a dime a dozen on the internet. You see them on Pinterest all the time. You see the list is like, what if the Vikings or what if the NFL logos were hipster or whatever. You see these on like the Bleacher Report slideshows all the time, so I'm pretty met on that. But as I said, I'm fine with the Vikings' current uniforms. Like they're perfectly fine. They're okay. They're not obtrusive. They're not whacked out. They're not anything like that. I do like that they pay respect and homage to the classic look, but also at the same time I say F it. Just go full on classic look. Go with the throwbacks. Those would be sexy as hell. Also, go back to these road uniforms. I mean, that just gets someone going. Like, honestly, if they put this with the throwback home look, just adopted them, like today, I would be absolutely A-okay. As well as, so concept fan art. Oh, wait, that one didn't save? Oh, shoot, we're going to need more wax. Let's see if we can bring that one up. Is that one up? No? Oh, there we go. All right, yeah, someone last year did the concept fan art of the throwbacks on Diggs and Thielen, and, oh, man, like, how good does that look? Like, I understand, like, the uniforms, they basically look like LSU. Like, give them yellow helmets and they're LSU, but there's a reason why LSU uniforms are just clean and classic. They're just really sexy as hell. Also, if you want to do a full throwback, bring Diggs back for a game, because why the hell not? But, yeah. Let's just get this going. There you go. But your thoughts? Vikings uniforms, do they need some tweaking? Do they need some not? Or they go back to throwbacks? Whatever. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. If you want to support the work, pull us on the Venmo. Plus give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skull, production value.